Oh my gosh, look, they have mini ears here. Is your name Millie? If it is, they have your ears here. How cool is that? Hey everybody, this video starts us out here in Phoenixville, Pennsylvania at Goodwill, and the reason why I say starts us out is because I completely forgot over the span of the last couple of months or year or however long it has been now that when I come into a store and I don't really find a ton of stuff, just a few items, but not really worthy of shooting an entire video for the entire store, I'm going to just film that little tiny pickup and then put them all together into a compilation video. Again, completely forgot somehow that I was going to ever do that, so we're gonna go back to doing that now. And I found some pretty cool stuff here. No toys, one book, no CDs, no knickknacks, nothing like that throughout the entire store. But basically over here in the movie section is where I scored really big and where I really want to show you guys some amazing stuff. So let's see what it is I found. And I guess we're gonna start with the best stuff first right here on top. This is fantastic. For only $1.99 a piece, I found some Criterion Collection releases. We've got Repo Man, which such a good movie. This is awesome. I actually have this very same exact release in my own personal collection, so I'm actually picking this up for the store. Such a fantastic release, though. Very, very cool. Really happy to find that. And then for my collection, I'm grabbing Mystery Train. I'll be completely honest with you guys, I'm not familiar with Mystery Train. I feel like I probably should be, and you guys are gonna yell at me down below for not knowing what this movie is, but I honestly don't know what Mystery Train is. I don't know. It's a Blu-ray though. These are both Criterion Blu-ray releases, so grabbing those again for the store, for me. Then also for me, I'm grabbing the Magdalene Sisters. Is that how you pronounce this? I read the synopsis. It sounds awesome. $2 for this. Definitely want to grab that for my collection. If you guys have seen it, leave a comment. This here is for the store, Miracle of the White Stallions. Great Disney movie. I think it's out of print too, if I'm not mistaken. I could be mistaken about that, but regardless, grabbing that for the store. Also for the store is Ben 10 Complete third season, which actually has never been opened. Sort of. The plastic wrap has been taken off, but it still has the security sticker intact, and I did actually manage to get the discs out of there. I just kind of popped it open and slid the discs out, and they're all completely mint. This has never actually been washed. The discs, up until a second ago when I checked them, had never left that case, so that is awesome. And then I am grabbing this for the store as well, the one and only book I found, and that is Sesame Street. What is it? A celebration, 40 years of life on the street. I actually have this book within my own personal collection. I know what you're thinking. You have a book within your own personal collection? Well, surprisingly, I do actually own some books within my house, but within the library, not a lot of books unless they do come with a DVD, and this one does indeed come with a DVD that's still actually sealed inside the packaging here. Never been opened. So whoever owned this has never actually watched the DVD. This is a really cool book, and again with a really cool DVD. So I'm picking this up at the store. They're asking $1.99 for this. That is too cool. So $2 a piece for every single thing here. And that's it. That's all I found. Again, I did not find any CDs. I went through the entire rest of the store. I didn't see anything even worth filming. Toys was a complete bust. Bunch of junk over there. Nothing I even want to show you guys. So that is it for the Phoenixville Goodwill. But we will be back with more stuff. Like I said, I'm going to start doing this now. When I go into a store, I find one or two things, doesn't really make it worthy of shooting an entire video. I'm just going to shoot it really quickly for you guys and then compile it all together, and then eventually, who knows how long from now I will get that video out to you guys. So who knows how long I'm going to be sitting on this little part of a video, but we will see. So awesome stuff. All right, I'll see you guys in a second when I go somewhere else in a month from now. All right, so it's 2 days later and I'm here with Chris and we're inside a Go calendar store. looking around, looking at the pops mostly, but I didn't see anything over there I actually wanted to pick up. But inside this box right here, $3 stuff. Yeah, look at this. I found some amazing plush. We've got this Freddy here. This is from the Flatzo line. I have no idea. $3 for that. Grabbing that for the store. That is too awesome. Yeah, they got some Mojo Jojo from Powerpuff Girls. That is, wait. There we go. Cape down. Very, very awesome. Again, $3 for that. Also grabbing that for the store. Very cool. And then, oh, I got to get something for me. They've got a Mavis plush. This is too amazing. You guys know how much I love my Mavis. Maybe a little bit too much to the point where it's kind of sort of disturbing, but for $3, I've got to get that. I have no idea where I'm going to put her, but somewhere in the library. That is too cool. So $3 a piece for all of this stuff. I am pretty happy about that. All right, so that's that, and I will see you guys in, I don't know, an hour, a week, a month? Who knows? It's a few days later now, I believe 4, maybe 5 days later now, if I'm not mistaken. I have no idea. But anyway, I'm here in Little Liberty, which is Liberty Ministry Thrift's children's store. This place is awesome. All kinds of cool toys and whatnot. So, of course, I love coming into the store because I'm a almost 40-year-old child. I love it. So, oh my gosh, they have mini ears here. Is your name Millie? If it is, they have your ears here. How cool is that? So I'm looking around all these toys, and unfortunately, I'm not seeing a lot I want to pick up for me or for the store, with the exception of one thing that I'm definitely grabbing. This is something I'm picking up for me. It's an Aladdin, I believe what used to be a remote control carpet is what I think was going on here. It looks like at some point some pieces connected to the bottom. You could actually drive this around. Unfortunately, those pieces no longer exist on this. They're asking $2.99, which doesn't seem like a bad deal, but I don't know, with those pieces missing, I was just gonna pass on it because I was tempted to pick this up for the store until a light bulb went off and I realized I could take this and just attach it to the ceiling in my library. This is totally going in the library on my ceiling. That's gonna look so amazing. So as decor, this is great. Aladdin is going to be flying around in my library. I'm loving it. So I'm definitely grabbing that, but that is the only toy, unfortunately, that I'm picking up. However, that is not the only thing I'm picking up because over here in the movie section, they had some cool stuff as well. Now, as you can see, they do have things like some Christmas sets, things that were kind of tempting, stuff I was tempted to pick up, but in the end, I'm just grabbing these 4 titles here. Courage the Cowardly Dog, Season 1. That is amazing. Still brand new, factory sealed. And Saturday Morning Cartoons, 1960s Volume 1, 1960s Volume 2, and 1970s Volume 2. Both 2-disc sets. These are only $2 a piece. I'm, of course, grabbing these for the store. That is awesome. But that was it for everything over here in the... ooh, wait. They do have some Justin Bieber. I don't know, Rick, tempting to pick up for you. Anyway, so I think that's about everything I'm gonna grab over here in the actual movies, but over in the books, there were some cool items as well that I definitely want to pick up. Now, all their books right now are on sale, 5 for $1. So I have never been so tempted in my life to pick up an entire box of books because all these books right here, these are nothing but Charles Schulz books, all Snoopy, all Charlie Brown, all amazing. But unfortunately, all not in the best condition. I don't know what these have gone through. I mean, they don't look to be water damaged, just very, very well used. So again, all books, 5 for $1, which made me extremely tempted to pick up this entire box of books. But in the end, I just decided I'm going to go with just the 5 that I think were the coolest. So I'm grabbing these 5 right here. These are all hardcover books. We have Peanuts Revisited, Snoopy, Win a Few, Lose a Few, Charlie Brown, Snoopy and the Red Baron, and You've Had It, Charlie Brown. Awesome. That is it. Again, very tempted to buy all these. I know some of you guys are probably freaking out right now saying, why are you not buying that entire box of Peanuts books? And you're not wrong. You are not wrong. I probably should be buying this entire box. I'm sure they would sell. I'm sure if I put these in the store, they would fly off the shelves. But I'm an idiot, and I'm just going to grab the 5 here that I think are probably, possibly, maybe the best to pick up for this store. I know I'm going to regret this. I know I'm going to get comments, but it is what it is. I'm just going to pass on the entire box of vintage Charlie Brown, Snoopy, Charles Schulz books. Dumb? Yes, probably. So, all right, guys, that is it. I'm grabbing a bunch of awesome, again, DVDs for the store, some cool books for the store, and a flying carpet with Aladdin on it for me and my library. So, all right, that is it. I will see you guys wherever we go next. All right, so one last stop. I ran over here across the street to Liberty Ministry Thrift, which is their kind of normal store, which is right across the street from Little Liberty. I did go inside. I looked through everything, all the knickknacks and all the movies and whatnot they had in there, and unfortunately, I saw nothing at all I wanted to pick up. Again, I went through every single movie, CD, all the, like I said, all the knickknacks and whatnot. There was nothing there whatsoever I did want to pick up. However, they do have a ton of books outside here, these big giant red bins full of books. I mean, these things are just completely 100% filled. They are only 10 cents a piece. That is all they're charging for books over here, which is awesome. Now, I could have actually taken the time to go through every single one of these bins and just seen what was inside every one, dove through every one of these last books, but I was not going to do that. So I ended up picking up one book. That is it. That's all I grabbed from this store was one book, which I believe after tax came out to all of 11 cents. That is it. I spent 11 cents here at Liberty Ministry Thrift. What can I say? That's all I could find that I wanted to pick up. Unfortunately, like I said, no movies, no video games, no music, no knickknacks, no nothing like that. So the only book I ended up grabbing was this. Some Stephen King here. Dark Tower 5, Wolves of Kala. Am I saying that right? Wolves of the Kala. Am I saying that right? I have absolutely no idea. That is it. 11 cents. That is all I picked up. Grabbing that for the store. So, all right, guys, I think that's about going to do it for this video. I am heading home now. So, hope you guys enjoyed this compilation video. I'm definitely going to do more of these, or at least if I can remember to do more of them, I'm going to do more of them. Because normally I would just kind of show you this stuff on a Monday and a live stream. Just, oh, here's some random things I picked up. Why not make a compilation thrifting video out of all these random things I pick up here and there? That's what I'm going to do for now on. So, hopefully you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, let me know down below. Leave a comment. But I'm gonna go home now. So, all right, guys, that is it. So, as always, thanks for watching. Hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, and of course, check down below for links to Patreon, Spreadshirt, and the Cinema Sickness store. On Instagram, it came from Cinema Sickness, and I will see you guys in the next video. Bye. All right, so cut to a bunch of hours later, and Aladdin has been hung. Yes, Aladdin is now on the ceiling of my library. I think it looks pretty good up there. I think that was a good find. $3, in my opinion, very, very well spent. I was gonna pass on that. I thought, oh, it's broken. I don't want to grab it for the store. And then again, light bulb went off, and I said, no, I'm not gonna grab it for the store. I'm gonna grab it for me and my library. It's gonna be some awesome decor. So I don't know, picking things up for the library. Gotta do that more often.